in a minute.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you can remember that one equally.
I'm trying to think, actually. Biggest loss.
As we're just rearranging the players at the table now, as we've just lost someone, I've got a few supporters for the Irish team here, Fintan Gavin's team. You guys flew in this morning, is that right?
Yes. Yeah, we watched him until 3 o'clock in the morning. He's a casino in Galway in Ireland. We immediately got in the car, drove to Shannon Airport, got on the plane.
Cheap
Man,
flights.
it was expensive.
Cheap flights, no way.
Cheap flights. And we're over here supporting him. He's playing like a legend.
And you must know his game quite well. Have you known him for a long time?
Funnily enough, we're actually standing back there going, stop talking, stop doing this, stop doing that. We know what you have, stop. But unfortunately, none of these lads have ever seen him play.
Well, thank goodness for that. We're going to go back to the commentary box now. Good luck to the Irish.
Were you okay there, Jason, or did you need subtitles?
No, I was able to understand it.
Excited Irishman. Okay, second part of that question. Biggest loss, single hand on the internet.
I'm trying to think. I actually think that the biggest pot I've lost multiple pots that were about 10,000. Just getting stacked at 25-50, maybe 12 or 15. Actually, I can remember. I lost kings versus aces in 25-50 for like a $17,000 pot, all in pre-flop.
Well, good that the biggest win is significantly bigger than the biggest
exactly.
loss. One final question, Jason, because I know you've got to go. This is from Jason Humphrey in Canada. He says, congratulations on your second final table in the EPT. How does your approach to the tournament change once you get down to the final 3 tables, the 2 tables, the final table? Do you loosen up your play? Because I'm constantly getting knocked out deep in tournaments in 10th to 13th place, and any input is appreciated.
Yeah, it really depends on how I feel about the other players at the table. If I feel like they're just trying to wait and make the final table, then I'm going to be really aggressive and try to steal a ton of pots and re-raise if I think guys are weak. And, I played a pot against David. I had re-raised him from the small blind twice, and then finally I actually had a hand. I had air both times, and he folded. And I picked up jacks and 3-bet him, and then he 4-bet me. And I shoved on him and he ended up having to fold, and he put out 65% of his stack. But if I hadn't have re-raised him the 2 previous times, he probably would have just folded the hand, and I wouldn't have picked up those massive chips. So my aggressive image helped me there, but I think you just have to really adjust and know when to adjust and know when to change gears.
Well, Jason, it's been a pleasure to talk to you again.
It's always a pleasure.
And hopefully we'll see you in future events in this season of the EPT, and look forward to many big money finishes. Congratulations once again on your final table placing here.
Thank you very much.
Jason Mercier. You're watching EPT Live, just sorting out the table, just sorting out the chips. 4-handed play will resume very shortly. But in the meantime, I'm going to hand you over to Nick Wealthall.
Hola. What's going on, everybody? Nick Wealthall and Alex van Veer.
Hello, Nick. Hello, everyone at home or at work or wherever you're watching this from.
AKA the Dream Team, the late night Dream Team, in effect. How are you, Alex?
I'm all the better for the dinner break. What do you think of the buffet here?
Negligible. Although, it's complimentary because obviously part of the team, so free meal's a good meal, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's true, that's true.
Hope you're enjoying a delightful buffet. Very soon we'll get you into the cocoa hour. Of course, that's not for a little bit. We may not even get there. 4 players remain in the Barcelona EPT. And it's the story of Fintan Gavin, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, he's been the dominant force. I can't help noticing there's one less player than when I left this spot half an hour ago. And he seems to have taken those chips. I think he called the second pair on a flop there. Against a flush draw. He has just about 3 million chips, which is more than the other players put together.
Now we're going to see Daniel.
That is maths. Nick?
Yes, it is. Here's Daniel Gronel using some higher maths. Let's check that out.
card games, you chose Snap.
It's a great game, and you didn't know about it then.
Let's do it.
Now you know. All right. First go.
Longest game of Snap in history.
It's getting a bit, well, that was a close one.
Yeah, real close. There we go. I didn't lose. Nice.
Well played.
Good game. So we broke even, right?
Yeah, we're even. Split them up.
TV Gold.
We finally found a game that Pete can play. Excellent. Negroni's having a great Snap year, I believe.
He is. He's up, is he?
He is up.
They actually, I don't want to, I'm not supposed to say anything about this yet, but EPT Season 6 will feature Happy Families from Lisbon. It's the Lisbon leg. And 100 tables are expecting of 4 players playing Happy Families. Should be interesting. Mr. Bun the Baker's my nemesis. What's yours? Nuts at EPTLive.com. Here's where we are. Final table chip count. All about Fintan Gavin. 3 million in chips he has. Pretty much the other players' chip stacks combined. And here's what they're playing for. Mega money now. 351,000 euros locked up for each of these players. But they're playing for a lot more than that. 1.361 million is our first prize. And a life-changing amount of money. Fintan Gavin, of course, is a PokerStars qualifier, Alex. His first EPT. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't hurt.
Do get your comments in, guys. Nuts at EPTLive.com. I'd love to hear from you. Your thoughts on the play so far, your thoughts on who's going to win it, who you're supporting and why, that kind of jazz. We'd love to hear from you. We'd also love to see you at the EPT London, which is our next stop on the tour, coming up on the 1st to the 5th of October. And as ever, you can watch the final 2 days exclusively live here on EPT Live. And an added bonus for you, what should be one of the highest quality tournaments of the year. A $20,000 buy-in special for the high rollers among us. I say us, it's not me. I'm medium on a good day. That's on the 6th, and you can also watch that here on EPT Live on PokerStars.tv.
It won't be us. We'll be eating the same buffet, though, Nick. That's the key point.
The Great Leveller, the complimentary buffet.
Well, I must say that Fintan Gavin has surprised me on this final table. I think I underestimated him a little bit. I think I saw his, slightly bullish demeanour, and I mistook him for a different sort of player. I think he's being clever.
Can I just say, I don't want to blow my own horn.
Yeah, I was going. Yeah, you did. No, you mentioned him. I heard you mention him.
He was my one and only pick from the 8.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
About 30 to 1.
I think what maybe suited him was that the blinds. We talked about the blinds last night. Actually, I think the blinds did start quite high for the final table. I think it suited his aggressive style, that there was just a bit more in the pot at the start of each hand.
I couldn't agree more.
And also the fact that they say that rule of thumb in poker is when the table is tight, you play loose. When the other players play loose, you play tight. He has been the aggressive player. Perhaps the other player's guilty of being a bit too tight, letting him get away with too much. But certainly,
the W Coupe main event is actually bigger than the large majority of the main events that are out there on the tournament circuit.
I mean, where on earth could you be sitting in your living room playing on PokerStars for a W Coupe title, getting up there, beating 4,000 players or 3,000 players?
You have to be able to get on there, get comfortable, and play lots of hands. And that's what PokerStars lets you do.
Adjusting to the online game has been really sort of a challenge for me, and I honestly believe that it's helped me become a better player.
Yeah, my experience with the W Coupe, the World Championship of Online Poker, was awesome, really exciting.
PokerStars is tournament central. If I do get any fun out of poker, it probably comes from playing the tournaments on PokerStars.
I love this tournament. If you go and win it, it goes on for 12 hours, something like that. So physically, it's the same thing as you're playing a real tournament.